Hello everyone, hi, how are you guys doing today? Welcome back to another reaction episode to Buffy the Vampire Slayer. That's right, my name is Matt. Hello. What's up everyone? Buffy time. Buffy. Last time on Buffy, Dawn episode. Quite liked it. So it was an episode where we actually dwell into what is going on with Dawn that has been going on the entire season. She feels very lonely, she feels very abandoned, and she has every right to feel that way, honestly, because of every other character in the show going through a bunch of shit of, early adult life and other stuff. And they kind of don't really have the time or energy to focus on Dawn because they're too busy focusing on their own shit. And we get an episode in which all of that just comes to boil in a crazy, we all get trapped in the same household because of what this child wish situation. But I feel very, it felt very cathartic when the it's not a vengeance demon, she's a different demon, just helping children demon. She comes in and she's like, this child was screaming and nobody of you even paid attention to her. What is wrong with you? That felt kind of good. However, the secret that Dawn is stealing stuff is out, so we'll see how that develops. Hopefully people are not going to be super hard on Dawn. I think Anya is going to be, but maybe not Buffy. We'll see what's going on here moving forward. I also feel like maybe I went a little hard on maybe like, stealing is okay previous episode. I did it mostly as a joke, but yeah, like I wouldn't be super harsh on Dawn myself. I would be concerned and I would definitely be like, okay, like I'm worried about you and what's going on, but I wouldn't be super mad. I would just be like, hey, come on. So but that's just me. Hopefully things are not going to be super harsh on Dawn in this episode or forward. So yeah, Patreon, check out the Patreon, look in the description below, pop up on the screen. You can support the channel, you can watch the next 2 episode reactions. It was full-length reactions and you need to watch alongs over there, so yeah, check that out. Sure, let's begin. Buffy the Vampire Slayer, season 6, episode, which one is it? Is it like 15? I think it's like 15. Buffy the Vampire Slayer, season 6, episode 15. Let's go.
You see, job security all boils down to one simple thing: politics. Here at the palace, you gotta keep your friends close, but your enemies, closer. It's like Machiavelli says. You know Machiavelli, right? My bad. I keep forgetting you dropped out of college.
I'm reapplying.
Good luck with that. Got a motor.
Good luck with that.
Don't forget to lock up before you go. See you tomorrow.
Yes, you will. And the day after that, and the day after that. Get the double treat. That's the double sweet. Oh, why can I not get that stupid jingle out of my head? Wait.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, let's do this.
What's that smell? Gee, Slayer, is that you?
I've been working.
Where, in a slaughterhouse?
Yeah, actually.
Double Palace.
Oh.
Ugh, gross.
You know what? Let's just call it a night.
That's
It's all
so
the same to
fucking
you, and you've been
funny.
eating- It's cool. I'll just catch you next time.
Oh man. The monster is like, ew. You know what? We're good. Like the monster didn't want to fight, and it's not because she's Buffy. It's because she just smells like shit. He's like, this isn't worth it. It's not because you're gonna win. It's because like you're gross. Like I'm just gonna get the fuck out of here, man. That's better for me. Special guest star Mark Blucas. Okay, so I know who's coming.
Spike.
No.
It's a fair
Well,
cop.
yeah.
Cop me, Slayer.
No, Spike. We both know what you're thinking. Not here. Dawn.
Yes.
So Saphira getting caught then, is it? Needn't be an obstacle. I can't go inside, so maybe the time is right for you to come outside.
Dawn, I brought you dinner. Oh, great.
Gross dinner, but dinner.
I know it's not the most original these days, but
Buffy, I can't eat this stuff another night. I'm sorry.
Okay.
hey, working lady. Rough night. Donnie and I are headed out to the Bronx.
Do I have your permission and want to come along?
You guys go. Home by 11.
On the dot.
Have a good time.
Alright. I mean, she's the only one like working here. She's kind of working two jobs, you know, with the double meat and also the slaying. And the thing is that like at a certain point, you just are like, I'm fucking tired, dude. I just want to take a shower and go to bed.
You're not even hungry, you're just nervous.
Wedding, 1 week. We have
1 week?
friends, family, demons flying in, a to-do list getting no shorter, and do not take my chips.
Hey guys, how's the soon-to-be newlyweds? Nervous?
They're fighting over chips.
No.
Okay, I'm betting they explode.
You know, when I was little, I used to spend hours imagining what my wedding to Xander would be like. And now I look at them, I just think,
Thank God
What's
that's
your
not
for
me.
tonight?
can't hide it.
Yeah, Tara said something nice
Big
to me
wedding
last
coming
night.
up, you and Tara are speaking again?
But no, too soon for so bold a maneuver. But if I did call, she wouldn't hang up on me.
That's progress.
Hence the happy.
I got it. Yeah. Someone's having a good night. Just slept on the couch, girl?
Garbage. Wait up, guys! Wait!
Don't
You
care.
want your garbage? Hey, Buffy.
Mail.
Oh, don't forget, today's trash day.
Thanks. Dear Miss Summers, we are sorry to reject.
What's
Okay.
that?
Nothing. Where are you going?
School?
Oh,
See you this afternoon? Don't work too hard.
hi.
She's so out of it. That kitchen is.
And that's where even your best political minds can drop the ball. Zeitgeist.
Oh, this fucking guy.
Next thing you know, you're LBJ handing the house keys over to Nixon. Heard back from your college yet? I'll deal back here. You pick the customers.
The worst part of the job, maybe.
Welcome to the Double Meat Palace. How may I help?
Is that. Yes. He looks like he just came out of combat. He has a crazy scar. I think he has like a breastplate.
Riley, you're here.
I know, but something's come up, something big. We don't have much time. You understand?
Not a
Okay.
word you said so far.
Right. You're working.
Yes.
Just counter, not grill anymore.
I want to explain. I just don't have time.
Okay,
My
sure.
hat has a cow.
I need you, Buffy.
Kind of working. Kind of in the middle
Hello,
of something.
Buffy. People are waiting.
Oh,
Buffy.
just. That's.
Buffy, wait.
If we get a minute, I really like to sit down.
What is it?
Savoldi demon. Rare, lethal. We've been terrassing through every jungle from Paraguay up, taking out nests.
You went to Paraguay, man?
Savoldi down, a dozen take
Shit.
its place.
Alright. He was nearby.
National
Alright.
Forestry Service, we got a wild bear. Everybody stand back.
That was so quick and how little happened. Okay, we're still chasing it. Sure. So fight's not over.
Know where we're going?
Got an idea. The tag's online. How you doing? Got some big stories to tell you too.
Did you die?
No.
I'm gonna win.
What?
Here. No offense, but this is Black Ops and you look like a pylon.
Very mission
Battle gear.
oriented.
Lightweight Kevlar. State of the art. Put it on. Thank me later. You know, there's not many people I'd ask to risk their life for me, Buffy. It's really good to see you.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
I think we died in this car on the way to the airport. Now we're stuck in hell.
Oh,
Radio
man.
said no traffic. Just gives my Uncle Roy more time at the bar. Trust me, he'll be happy.
Why are you defending him?
I'm not. I hate my uncle. Why did we ever agree to have your friends, who are demons, and my family, who are monsters, stay at our place? We should have eloped.
No. I've been through too much planning this wedding. It is going to be our perfect day if I have to kill every one of our guests in half this town to do it.
Alright, what are we doing?
I don't see our demon.
It's not here.
Let me guess. Down we go.
Looks that way. This test line's built for one, so if we go together, we're not hauling any gear. Just be you and me. You hold on to me?
That's what it takes. Ready when you are, Agent Finn.
I really am curious about like where Buffy's gonna be at by the end of this episode, because right now she's like, this is great, finally I got something different in my life, something that's also familiar, that's not crazy, this is something that's good. But I get the feeling she's not gonna necessarily want it by the end of the episode. She's gonna be like, all right, this is why I didn't like it. It's so funny how y'all are losing to this thing that can barely move. Oh. What's that? Oh!
Hey there.
I see who that is.
What exactly are you doing with my husband?
Yep. He moved on. Very quickly. I saw it was a woman and I'm like, okay, I see where this story is probably going.
Buffy meets Sam. Sam, Buffy.
Demon.
Mine.
She's also a badass.
She's good.
The special one. I almost feel sorry for this Uvalde. Not quite.
Come, it's your wedding gift.
Wasn't supposed to kill it.
Guess that's mission accomplished.
She killed it.
Oh, honey. Let me guess. Captain Can Do over here forgot to mention that this was a homing operation.
He didn't give us any
It's nice
details
to finally
whatsoever.
meet you.
What is a homing operation?
It's my fault. I should have explained.
Yes.
How could you recruit the Slayer without filling her in on the objective?
Her name is the
That'd be
Slayer.
my question.
We better regroup. You got a safe house?
I have a house. I think it's safe. Sometimes you can't even leave.
I know the way. And I'll fill you in on everything.
A little late for that, but sure.
Hey,
Agent Finn returns.
Dawn. Geez, look at you. I think you grew a foot and a half.
They don't know
A
about
lot can happen in a year.
Yeah. I think he left like the episode before Joyce died, right? He left like right before it. So he doesn't know.
We're here to help, just like old times, except with you being all big with the married life.
Here you're getting hitched yourself. Believe me, you're gonna love it.
Buffy, are you
So
okay?
you know, I'm prepared to hate this woman any way you want. Thanks, but no. I don't want to seem all petty. Well, that's the beauty. You can't, but I can.
I'm your best friend. I got you.
What brings you back to town after you left suddenly with no word?
Sam and I have been tracking a Savolti demon through Central America. These things start to kill the minute they're hatched and leave a real clear trail.
Just followed the villages with nothing in them but body parts. It came here to the Hellmouth to spawn.
Oh, we wanted to track it so
The plan
we
was
know
to
where
track
the
it,
eggs are.
Let the demon take us to its nest.
Yeah, okay.
Which means we have to find the nest and fast before Sunnydale turns into the Trouble Meat Palace.
That's a good one.
I wish I'd said something else.
No, that was a good one. I'll give it to you. I got you.
If forced to choose between a photographer and place
We
settings,
can't track the demon. I killed it.
It's good that you killed the Savolti before it killed us. Disposable cameras. Little plastic ones, $10 a pop. You arrange them like table settings, gas snap photos, brace the ice, and when the wedding's over, you get to take home the pictures.
I like it.
Thank you.
So, demon eggs.
We think they're going to be sold on the black market. You could never train it but drop it on an urban population.
And it cleanses the area.
Money's been exchanged. There's a dealer in town calls himself the doctor.
Damn. I mean, this was during the wilderness years, you know? The war doctor did a bunch of crazy shit.
I'll go out and look for our doctor. You two find that nest.
Me and Sam together?
You know, I don't want to be dragging down the Slayer. I mean, you've got speed and power I can't
Let's
even...
go. Xander, are you okay still?
Hey, Willow. I'm back in the jungle. We had not one, but two hardcore shamans working for us. They were working the dark magics and got addicted. And now they're gone. As in, there's nothing left. I've never met anyone with enough strength to quit before. I'm just saying.
Okay. Everyone is just really liking Sam.
Intimidated. I mean, patrolling with the real live Slayer, you're like Santa Claus or Buddha or something.
I mean, this is making me think, is there something supernatural about that, or is she just a person that people
It's
like?
not just Slayer status I'm talking about. It's you.
She's also buttering up Buffy.
Riley talks about me.
He didn't say anything for a long time, but I could tell. The only thing that could help Riley work it out was time. Lots of time.
It wasn't that much, man.
Took
It
him a
was
year to get over you.
That's
I'm glad
not.
he's over me.
That's quick. That's not lots of time. That's really quick.
Sam, you know what? I think we should split up. There's this guy, an informant, but he's twitchy. I show up with company and we get nothing.
Cool. Don't worry about Ryan and me. We're good.
I noticed.
Spike, I need you right now.
I need information.
Okay. Actual information.
Suppose I could be helpful.
I need to find a guy, dealer, calls himself the doctor. Whatever he's doing it soon.
Soon, but not now.
Tell me you love me.
I love you.
Tell me you want me.
I always want you.
I do like that she was like, tell me you love me. Like, she has this moment of like, I need that right now. I've been running away from that, but right now I really, really need it. So, y'all, clock's ticking? You know?
Well, looky here.
Yeah.
Me and your former must kill.
That's not why I'm here, Doctor.
Oh. That's like the worst possible situation it could have been.
Where are they, Doctor?
Where are what, and why do you keep calling me that?
Where are the eggs, Spike?
Eggs? You're off your nut.
Where are the eggs?
The doctor. It can't be Spike.
No need to defend me, Lo.
Look, it can't be, okay? It's just Spike, Riley.
Right. I'm taking this place apart until I find that nest.
Over my dead body.
I've seen enough of your dead body for one night, thanks.
Well, you're not. Oh, this is unconstitutional is what it is.
Riley, look, I'm not saying that he's good, okay? I'm just saying that he's not capable of something as...
They're right there.
We're gonna need more weapons.
The thing of it is, I'm holding these for a friend who...
No more games.
Well, that's bloody funny coming from you. No more games? That's all you've ever done is play me. You know what I am. You come to me all the same.
You better get out of here.
But they're about...
Riley,
Aim high, plenty of lead.
now he's like a gun girl.
Yeah, why did you give the gun to her?
These
Destroying the place.
Never useful.
Why did you give the gun to her? You are the guy who knows to use a gun. Why would you give it to her?
We need a way to contain these things.
Oh, so didn't you come up with a bunch of grenades? That's what I'm thinking. Alright, blew up Spike's house. Riley, you weren't even trying.
Maybe you should just marry him.
He's taken, and that's not the point.
So you think that their marriage is better than ours, is that it?
No. But granted, I have a hard time imagining Nick and Nora Fury hiding out from their own relatives in their bathroom. And I have no idea what Riley and Mrs. Riley's wedding was like.
Well, you haven't shut up about them.
Well, they have a great marriage. And
We saw them for like 5 minutes.
see it. And Anya, I really have no clue what their wedding was like.
So our wedding is not our marriage.
Yeah.
Separate things. One fills me with a dread akin to public.
I like this. This is good.
That would be the wedding.
Which will be over soon.
But our marriage,
That lasts forever.
that works out nicely then.
I was thinking about this earlier. I want to talk about that. Alright, we just dealt with the problem. No thanks to Riley, by the way. It was all Buffy.
So are you and Sam headed back to Central America?
Nepal.
Nepal. Nice.
Buffy,
Riley,
listen. By mission parameters, I'm done here. But I have authorization to take the doctor out. You want me to do that?
do I want you to... Can you ask me? I'm sleeping with him.
I like how hard that
Sleeping
came
with
out.
Spike. Did you wait until your life was absolutely perfect and then send that demon here so you could throw it in my face?
Look, you think this was easy for me? I was terrified about seeing you again.
I'm sure my incredible patheticness softened the blow for you.
You want me to say that I like seeing you in bed with that idiot? Or that blinding orange is your very best color? Or that burger smell is appealing? Buffy, none of that means anything. You're still the first woman I ever loved and the strongest woman I've ever known. This isn't about who's on top. And so you're not in the greatest place right now. And maybe I made it worse.
No.
Wheel never stops turning, Buffy. You're up, you're down. It doesn't change what you are. And you are a hell of a woman.
Well, the wedding itself was held in a military chopper just before a hairy night drop into hostile territory.
Yeah, so it was a bad wedding.
Just curious.
You have my email. You promise you'll keep in touch?
You won't get traced? I don't want to lead the bad guys to your location by mistake.
Our line's secure.
Oh, duh, of course it is.
So you gonna say goodbye this time, or just split all secret agency like last time?
Depends. I warrant a hug.
I like that was Dawn's problem with it.
It was really nice meeting you all. You ready for Nepal, Agent?
Firefights, bug hunts, big body counts. Yeah, I could use a break.
Bye. Bye, Riley. Bye, Sam.
This feels so awkward. I don't know why.
What a bitch.
I appreciate it, Willow. I appreciate you saying that. You don't have to, but I appreciate you saying that. Okay. Yeah, the Spike situation is just getting worse and worse by the second.
Especially his back. Thought he'd be off snogging with Soldier Boy.
He's gone.
So you come for a bit of cold comfort? The bed's a bit blown up, but then that was never our room.
I'm not here to... And I'm not here to bust your chops about your stupid scheme either.
Okay.
That's just you.
Oh, this is worse than is it? This is you telling me...
It's over.
I've memorized this tune, love. It doesn't change what you want.
I know that. I do want you. Being with you makes things simpler for a little while.
I don't call 5 hours straight a little while.
I'm using you. I'm just being weak and selfish, and it's killing me. I have to be strong about this.
Such a...
I'm sorry, William.
That was really good. I don't know how it would feel, my guy. I don't know what I would do. I'm putting myself in Spike's shoes. I don't know how it would feel. Knowing everything that I know about that guy, knowing what he wants, I don't know what I would feel. That would fuck me up. So the reason why that's such a good line, like the treatment, is because what Spike wants more in the world than anything else is that what Spike wants is, like he said it, I think it was at the end of season 5, right before she died. He was like, I feel like you're the only person that treats me like a man, right? She's the only person that treats him like a person, right? And that is something that he was never afforded when he was alive. Everyone always mocked him. Everyone just made fun of him. He was pathetic and nobody gave a shit about him. He wanted people to give a shit about him. Then he turned into a vampire. When he turned into a vampire, he went into this aspect of, I'm gonna dominate people, I'm gonna be better than them, and I want to keep proving that, just to show that I am not a laugh stock, just to show that I am not a laughing stock, you know, like I can be better than them. Then he twisted that into the Slayer like thing, where he wanted to keep hunting Slayers because he was like, oh, so there's like a woman out there who its entire life is about me, a vampire. Shit, okay. So that turns into this thing of like, okay, there's someone out there who wants me. Not in like a maybe necessarily romantic or sexual way at all, but it's this thing of like somebody who wants me, my existence. That is something that was never afforded to him, so now he becomes obsessed with that idea, and he twists both of like dominance and the Slayer obsession into one. Then this kind of goes into Buffy, but the thing is that the entire time, including when he's with Buffy, all that Spike really wants and needs, in a way that maybe he himself doesn't know how to vocalize, is that he wants people to treat him like a person, to care about him as a person, not as a monster or a pathetic idiot. He just wants to be treated like a normal guy. In this moment, when Buffy is like, we're done, because I am taking advantage of you. I am using you to feel better about myself, about my life, just not even that, just forget about my life, forget about myself, so I don't have to worry about any of that. Like, I am using you, I am abusing you. I don't want to do that because it makes me feel bad. What she's doing is that she is actually treating him fairly, like a person. She is like, I am being bad to you, and I am taking advantage of the fact that you do want me, and that's not fair to you. And it makes me feel bad. So I don't want to do it anymore. Because, like, really, I am just not being good to you. Like, even, like, because, like, Spike doesn't have it in him to say no in the way that, like he's so obsessed with Buffy that he could never say no to her. He's so in love with Buffy that he could never say no. But Buffy keeps coming back to him without any intention whatsoever. And the thing is that, like, that's also, like, fascinating too. Because, like, something that I have said a lot is that things would be so much easier if Spike was just better. If Spike was just not Spike, then things would be a lot easier. Because it wouldn't be as abusive from either way. Buffy could love Spike if Spike was just a better person. But what Buffy is bringing up is the thing of, looking at it from the opposite way, which is true. And it's actually the healthier thing to do, is to say, I can't pretend or expect you to be different because you're you. You're you. Like, you're just you. And this is true just in real life in general. It's like, you are this person. You can't pretend to be different just so this can work. And I shouldn't expect you to be different just so this could work. And it's not like Buffy, maybe on some level she hoped for that to be the case, but I don't think she did. I think she was mostly just like, all right, I'm coming to Spike for comfort, and I'm not, like, gonna expect, I'm not gonna try for it to be any deeper than that, because Spike is a monster and I don't like that. But what Buffy's actually bringing up here is that, like, she's like, you know what you did with the ex and stuff, like, sure, that was just your nature. And you know what? I can't really be mad at you for just being who you are, because I know that. Like, I know what you are. So why should I be mad at you for just keep being you? That's actually not fair to you. That I would keep coming back and saying, like, oh, how could you do? It's like, no, I know what you are. Like, it's on me for not thinking about that, for not realizing that, for not consistently reminding myself that. That's on me. And you know what? That's kind of the reason why, like, oh my god, like, because, okay, now I'm thinking about, like, how, like, Buffy hasn't been treating Spike like he's means anything. She's like, oh, he's just a monster, like, he's a demon, he's a vampire, like, he has no soul, like, he can't love. It's like, she keeps dehumanizing him in order to make it be okay what she's doing. And she's been dehumanizing him even before, but then she was also abusing him back then. Not by sex, but by just beating him up. But now, it seems like she's finally just said no. Like, the way that I was looking at you this entire time was wrong. You're actually a person. You have feelings. You have desires, wants, needs, and you have a nature. And honestly, I keep looking away from what that is just because I want to feel needed, wanted in, like, a primal way, and I keep coming back to you for that. But, like, ultimately, like, you're a person, and I have to keep in mind that you are a guy, and I can't keep saying that you're not. I can't keep just saying that, like, he's not a person, he's a monster. Like, I can't keep dehumanizing you in order to just look away from the reality of the situation. And the reality of the situation is that you're a person, you have feelings, you have thoughts, you have emotions, and I am. And you have things that you do, right? With this, like, e-dealership or whatever the fuck you're doing. It's like, all of that is part of who you are. And I'm looking away from what that is just because I need that dick, essentially. And you know what? That's not on you for being you. That's on me from ignoring everything that you are. And that's not fair to you. That's so good. That's really good. That's fantastic. That's like, sorry, that's just so good. Like, I'm just stuck here thinking, like, fucking goddamn. Like, I wasn't expecting that. I don't know if that's gonna be the ending for the whatever relationship thing that has been going on within these two characters. But like, I think that is such a fantastic fucking ending if it is. That ending was so cool. It was just so cool. Like, I like that she used this name because she's humanizing him. She's literally humanizing him for the first time. That's so good. That's so good. And like, this also like I get why there's so much like Spike scores. I'm dubbing it that. I'm not sure if that exists. But like, I get why there's so much conversation happening in like the comment section for the past like maybe 10 videos about like Buffy and Spike's thing. Because there's so much there. But it's so good the way that it resolves here. And I'm not, we're probably gonna get like something more, a little bit more maybe. But like, this feels like this is like the final step in like cemented step on like this is what's gonna happen, and that feels like a resolution. And I really like the way it resolved, because like it is Buffy's like realizing, like she has already realized before, but she wasn't like there in terms of like being able to move on or to like change. She's making active steps to change here, and she's doing so by admitting that she is wrong in what she thinks Spike is. She has been ignoring Spike as a person the whole time, but the reality is that Spike is a person. Spike is a guy. And like, I get why there's so much conversation about this. Like, many people are probably going to say a bunch of different things, but like, the truth of the matter is that Spike is a person, in the sense that Spike has wants, has needs, has emotions, has like thoughts and feelings. They are a little twisted because he's a vampire. And whatever I have to say, whatever the definition of having a soul versus not having a soul, or being a demon or not being I think I want to throw that out the window. I think that just doesn't matter anymore. I just think that doesn't matter. Like, I don't want to think about that, because it stops making sense the more I think about it. Because like, the way I should be looking at Spike is just like, Spike is just another character. He's another guy. He's another person. And he is a little fucked up. He just is. Like, it's the same as like a person that could be like, people like Spike exist. The difference is that Spike just kind of has to like drink blood or whatever. But you know, but there's like people who do crimes out there. You know, there's people who, I don't know, like they have all these shading connections. They have all of this like abusive traits, obsessive traits. Like there's people like Spike out there, and they exist. And the thing is that what's fascinating is that what Buffy is bringing to the table is that she's like, you are the way that you are. And honestly, like, it's on me for like not for some reason coming back to you. That's like my problem. And like, I know that you're not gonna say no. I am taking advantage of you in that way. And I also shouldn't be getting mad at you for being the way that you are, because that's just the way that you are. Why am I the one that keeps coming back to you when this is what I get? And then I would get upset at you for that? Like, that is not fair to you. And the reason why that like that probably breaks Spike's brain is because, like I said earlier, he loves Buffy. He wants Buffy. He's desperate for Buffy, for the weird like thing, weird Slayer crush that he has of like, oh, there's someone out there who wants me all the time. But Buffy's not good to him. She's not. Buffy's abusing him, weirdly enough. Like, they're abusing each other, but Buffy is abusing him. And the thing is that Buffy is giving him the respect that he never got. She's just giving it to him. By not being with him, she is making the choice that would make Spike's life better. She's making the choice that would be better for Spike. And she does that because on some level she cares about him. And she doesn't care about him in like a lover sense. She just cares about him because he's a guy. He's just another person. Like, why would you dehumanize someone in that way and just take advantage of them? And it's like, no, that's not fair. And that makes me feel bad. And the reason why it makes me feel bad is because you're a guy. You're a person. And what I'm doing to you is not fair. And in doing that, she is the first person who's actually treating Spike like a person. Like a guy. And that is the only thing that Spike ever wanted, even when he was alive. And she's doing it in the same breath that she is rejecting him. Like, she is rejecting him, and by doing that, she is acknowledging him and respecting him, which would have to break Spike's brain. Like, Spike is, like, you can see it in his face. You can see it in James Masters' face. Like, he's like, he doesn't know what to do with that. Because it's like, yeah, this is the one thing that you always wanted, but I'm also saying that I don't want you. But you feel good about that, maybe? And he's like, it does not compute. And that's fascinating to me. Like, the way that I also didn't see this coming too, that is the part of the, like, it's so shocking to me. Because this makes so much perfect sense. It is like the perfect resolution. It is perfect for both of their characters. And for some reason, I didn't see it going that way. But it's so good though. In the way that if this was I'm saying from like a writing perspective, if this was the resolution and then you had the idea for the resolution and then you were like, wait, why would I have to write in order for that to be the case? And then you went backwards and wrote the whole weird abusive relationship they had going on for like the entire season. Like, if you went backwards and wrote it in that order, I would not be surprised, because this resolution is just so perfect. It's just so good. It's so good. Because I am so eager to see what happens to like Spike now. Because like Buffy, I feel like Buffy goes back to just being Buffy before this season. She becomes a more normal version of herself. Like, that is like, Buffy just stops being abusive and she acknowledges that Spike is a guy, a person, and that he's deserving of respect just as much as everyone else. Okay, that is what's going on with Buffy. That is where Buffy is going. That is just normal Buffy. That is just a Buffy that's just normal and good. But with Spike, though, what I mean is that with Spike, though, I feel like this is a resolution to something that I feel maybe has the potential to change everything about what he is. Maybe not everything. You know, you like Buffy said, you can't really change his nature, or like you can't really be upset at him for being the way that he is. But like the way that this resolved for him, I feel like has the potential to just completely, fully change what he is. Just like his obsession may be gone, he's gonna be able to move on from that, and it's something that he hasn't moved on ever since he was alive. Because I talked about this before during like the Spike like backstory episode that we had in season 5, where like it feels like what you were when you were alive, you grab those feelings and then you twist them, and that is what becomes like your driving motivation or force when you become a vampire. Like, it feels like that is kind of what it is. It's not like you have these like desires in you, and then you're like, well, now I have a limited power and I kind of can do whatever and I want to do whatever. Hell yeah. But the thing that you focus on is like the thing that was bothering you even before you were a vampire. Like a ghost, you're haunting your own memory because you have unresolved like issues inside you, and you're continuing to act based on that. But Buffy just gave Spike some peace. Buffy just gave it to him. She gave him a normal treatment, respect as a fellow person. And I don't know what Spike does with that. Like, I truly don't know where he goes from here. That is fascinating to me. That's crazy. Okay. Whew. Dude, that I watched that and that just made me go on a rant. Like, I was just going nonstop for like 25 minutes, dude. That was crazy. Okay. Riley came back. That's okay. How do I feel about Riley coming back? I mean, he came back and he left just as quickly as he came back, you know? So he didn't really come back, he just visited, which is, it's probably the best thing to do, because like I wouldn't want Riley to come back. Like, I didn't even want Riley to stay for season 5. Like, that's how I feel about that character. Just because it just, like, he doesn't bring anything to the table necessarily. But what he was to Buffy was certainly something. And the reason why it felt a little weird to me, and maybe this is just me, maybe this is the same for other people, is that like Riley came back, and when he left, it felt like Riley came back and he was like, you know, life kind of sucks from sometimes, you know, there's all these things that just kind of suck about you and what you're doing, but like, you know what? You just gotta deal with it. You take it, but then things might get better. You just kind of keep rolling. You kind of keep going. And you know what? I don't judge you for it, you know? And like, and I like that he was like, you know, do you think I liked seeing you with him? I didn't. But like, at the same time, like, that's your life. And that's not really up to me to just necessarily like feel attacked or make a comment on that. And he was like, you just gotta deal with shit. You gotta keep going. And you know what? It's just life. That's just the way things are. But it felt weird because it feels a little patronizing coming from the guy who, I mean, he didn't cheat on Buffy literally, but they were treating it as if he had cheated on Buffy. Which is weird because, like, you kind of you observe Buffy in like two different separate planes of existence. One of them is what is actually happening on the screen, which is the supernatural plane. And the other is still like, okay, but what I'm watching in the supernatural plane is a metaphor for what is actually happening in the real world plane, because we're telling real stories with like a supernatural filter over it. So Riley getting sucked by vampire ladies is him just cheating on Buffy and also taking drugs, kind of weirdly, in the real world plane. But that is not what happened. So that's just there's a weird dissonance there, because like when I think about Riley, I think about like, oh right, he like weirdly cheated on Buffy, but then like he didn't really do that. And there's like a little bit of like something that you can look at him and you can be like, okay, like I get why he was the way that he was and why he felt the way that he felt. But then I'm also like, but you're making things about yourself when Buffy was dealing with like what was happening with Joy. Does Riley even know that Joyce died? Like, was he there when? I don't think he was. I think he left before she died. I don't think he was there for the body. Was he? I don't think he was. And in this episode, it wasn't brought up at all whatsoever. So like, the reason why it feels a little patronizing is because Riley felt when he was here, the last time we saw him, and I understand that maybe a lot happened with him in the past year or year and a half or whatever. Like, I get it. But at the same time, like, it feels a little patronizing because the last time we saw him, he was just like, well, Buffy, you're not paying me enough attention. How do you think that makes me feel? And Buffy's, like, mom is dying of brain cancer. And Buffy's dealing with so much shit. And he's like, how do you think that makes me feel? Which, to be fair to him, he didn't want to come to Buffy with those feelings. He would rather get those feelings, like, met, those needs met somewhere else. Which, there's something else there that is not good. Ideally, you want to talk about those feelings with your partner, but he didn't want to inconvenience her when she's already dealing with a lot. But in doing so, you are creating a bigger problem that then she will have to deal with. That was very stupid in some way. But then okay, when Riley left, and I remember because I had a lot to say there, and because like he gave her an ultimatum and Buffy got upset at him for giving him an ultimatum, but then Xander kind of grounded Buffy a little bit, and I like that because Buffy was she was acting out in an emotional way when, realistically speaking, she probably didn't want to. Realistically speaking, she would have preferred to just talk things out and solve things in a more rational, calm manner where we can both just kind of be cool with one another. Instead, I let him go because she did let him go. He was like, I'm gonna go unless you tell me to stay. And she was like, oh, fuck you. And then she walked away. And it's like, well, I guess I'm going. And then she was like, wait, no, don't go. And then it was already too late. But at the same time, regardless of whether or not he intended it to be an ultimatum, that is what it was. Whether or not, like, it was something that was meant as, like, some kind of weird manipulative tactic or not, because I don't think that it was, that is what it was, though. Like that was this thing of, like, you know, you told me to leave or to stay, and that is your choice. And it's like, so you're putting the onus on me instead of you yourself wanting to be here and making the choice to stay here. You're making it my fault instead. And I don't think that Riley wanted for that to be the case. But that is what happened, though. So it feels a little weird for Riley to come back, and he is the one that is like, Buffy, you gotta lock in, you know? Like, life kind of just throws punches at you, and you kind of roll with them, and you know what? You can get better. And I'm not gonna make comments on you fucking Spike or whatever, like, that's fair. And you just gotta deal with things as they come. And you know what? I don't judge you for any of it. I'm just kind of living my best life, and you can live your best life too. I believe in you. And it feels weird for him to be the character who says that, though. Because the last time I saw him, like, okay. I feel like I want to ask this question. And I want people in the comments to answer me. Mostly on Patreon, because I read Patreon. But I'm probably going to read YouTube comments. Like, we're getting close to the end of the season in, like, a couple months. So, like, I'm maybe coming back and read the comments here. So let me know. How do y'all feel about Riley? Because I get the impression that the fan base doesn't like Riley, and I fully see why. Because Riley, to me, again, the show kind of told the story of like him cheating on Buffy, but he didn't actually cheat on Buffy, but that's what the story was, though. Again, supernatural filter. It was like, oh, I'm just having a vampire lady suck my veins or whatever, woohoo. But it's like, no, that's in the real world. That was a story about him cheating on you because his needs aren't being met. That is what it was. And I get why people would hate on Riley for that. And then also put the onus on Buffy to make the decision of like, I either stay or I leave. And that's like, you'll figure that out instead of me, Like, why does that have to be her, though? And then he just leaves and disappears and you cannot have contact with him again. And it's just like, what are we... Her mom is dying, dude. And her mom did die. And I feel like the reason maybe why that wasn't said in this episode, like it wasn't addressed at all, the fact that Joyce had died, is because if we think about Joyce, then this whole thing falls apart because he was being unreasonable and a little shit in acting out during the whole Joyce saga. And he left when Joyce got better, but she was better for 3 episodes and then she died. So she wasn't better, really. But okay, I want to know how we all feel about Riley. I feel like maybe we're not going to see Riley again. Maybe we will. But I feel like maybe this was just Riley never coming back again. Like, I would be okay if this was the last time we saw Riley. When he left at the end, not at the end, but during season 5, part of me was like, we're going to see him again, maybe. But if he never comes back after this, that makes sense to me. But if that is what happens, how do we feel about Riley now, having seen like maybe everything from him? Because like a part of me is just like I get why you would hate him, and a part of me is like I don't like him because it felt a little patronizing before and it feels more patronizing now. It feels like whoever is writing Riley really wants you to like Riley. It's like, look at this man, look at this gigantic hunk of a man. Look at this Captain America ass motherfucker. He's spitting the truth. He's telling Buffy all the things that she needs to hear in order to get better. And it's this thing of like, I don't know if Riley's the character for that. Like, I don't feel like that I don't feel that way about him. If it's wrong for that to be Riley. It's so weird because he's not wrong, but it feels wrong for him to be the one that says that. For the lesson to come from his mouth. Instead of that being something that Buffy realizes by herself, or a different character says that. Her friends allow her to realize these things, It's like, no, Riley's the one that has to come in and he's like, listen, Buffy, this is what you gotta do. And it's like, Riley, my ex that just left, comes back and he's like, listen, Buffy, you're living your life wrong, but like, that's okay. However, you're gonna get out of it, and that's all right. But hear me out. My life is great. and yours can be good too. It's when Buffy started getting like she got a little upset while talking to him, and then she calmed down after he started talking. But part of me was like, oh, this is gonna be a scene where like Buffy tells him to go fuck himself. But that's not what happened. Like, I don't know. I felt like I was watching this and I wasn't sure if Riley came in here still kind of hung up over Buffy a little bit. But no, that's not the case. He's like fully over her. But he's not, though, because he also mentions like, I didn't like seeing you in all these things. But maybe he means it platonically, I guess. Like, that could be it. But like, it seems like, no, he's actually fully moved on from her. He got married. His life is good. He has no need to look at the Sunnydale chapter of his life and see it as like a real thing that I should care about. I have to say though, like, what was her name? Sam? When Sam was like talking to Buffy, she was like, yeah, he had a really hard time moving on from you. It took him a long time, actually, a long time. It was a year. He couldn't stop thinking about you. And it's like I disagree with that. I just disagree with that being said to me. And that felt to me like that would have been like that felt to me like that would have been like a hint of like, you know, Riley's still not over you. But that's not seemingly what's the case. It seems like, no, he's here for the mission, and then he's moving on with his life, and he's fully fine with his new wife and his job, and he's like, all right, bye, guys, you know? Here's my life lesson to you. Goodbye, everyone. And then he just flies away. But, I disagree with what Sam said. Like there's like unrequited love that I haven't moved on from in like 15 years. And you're telling me that Riley he moved on and got married in a year. And it's like, oh, that was a long time. It's like, what the fuck are you talking about, girl? Like, I just don't believe you. Like, that's not a long time. That's a very short amount of time. And even before she said, I'm like, he already got married? It's like, and I was like, oh, it's been 2 years. No, it wasn't. It was 1. And it's like, oh, he got married like 4 months ago. And it's like what? Like, so he like moved on, and he moved on real quick. And it's like, it feels like the show really wants you to believe that Riley is doing great and he's awesome and you should listen to him. But in my head, all I can think about is like, I feel like he's acting out based on everything that I see about him, and that's why he's back. But then the episode ends and it's like, no, actually that wasn't the case. He's fully fine, he's fully good, and you should follow his advice. You can too move on in a year and just get married and just live your best life. Goodbye, everyone. And it's like, you know, no. I guess if you're super lucky, maybe. But even then, like, life takes time. Your problems take time. Moving on takes time, man. And I'm not saying that it's impossible, because it is. I do think that it's very possible to grow up and change and figure shit out and be introspective and move on. But doing it so quickly, I'm sitting here like, that doesn't seem right at all to me. And that's why it comes across all the more patronizing to me, is because like, I just don't know if I believe you right now. You know? That's how I feel about Riley right now. And I don't know if anyone else is here with me. I don't know if anyone else here is matching how I feel about Riley right now. But like, it's so weird. I feel worse about Riley now that he's good than I did when he left without saying goodbye. Which back then I could see that as an offense of like giving an ultimatum, like weirdly cheating but not really cheating on Buffy, leaving without saying goodbye in the middle of the night. It's like, you know, we have to have the conversation now because I'm leaving in 3 hours, you know? It's like, what? It's like, no. Like, all of that is something that I could get upset at, and I did a little bit, but mostly I was just like, I was just being measured. I was being measured. But now that he's fully good and he's here and he's like, you know, this is good and this is what you gotta do, and, you know, here's my life lesson. I'm sitting here like, no. I'm sitting here like, my guy, you're not wrong, but I also don't believe you, the person, right now. Like, I don't accept your reality, kind of weirdly enough. And that makes me feel worse about you. That is where I'm at. Because, like, ultimately, he's not wrong, and Buffy took something really good and meaningful from this interaction, and she managed to solve the Spike situation in the best way possible. Honestly, like, that was a great thing what happened for her. I'm very happy that that's where Buffy went, and I'm very happy that that happened to her so that she could be here. But I'm looking at Riley, and I'm like, I don't agree with you. I don't mean I don't agree with your words, because I do. I just don't agree with you, the person in front of me. Like, your existence is wrong to me. It doesn't seem right. And I never felt that way about anything before. Like, that just seems so weird to me. Because I don't know what to make of that. Like, I don't know if anyone else feels this way. But it feels to me like the writer really wants you to listen to Riley because this guy knows what he's talking about. It feels like a self-insert. Like, a little bit. And I'm not saying that it is, by the way. Like, don't go around saying that I said that. But it feels that way. In the way of, like, you should listen to this guy. He has really good points. And I'm sitting here like, does he? And it's like, and then the points are good. But I'm like, how did you arrive here? I don't believe that you specifically would arrive here and give these points to me. And the situation itself is just feels so wrong. Of like, you know, your ex came back after a year and he's fully moved on from you and just kind of slaps you in the face with all the things that are good about him and his new partner. That's awesome. And everybody loves her and she's amazing. She's the best person you'll ever meet. And it's just like, oh man, you're really just slapping me in the face with that. And that was addressed. Like, that was definitely in the episode. But then it's like, no, listen, Buffy, you shouldn't be bothered by that at all. You know, you fall down, but then you get back up and you keep going, and it's okay. You know, I don't think any less of you for any of that. And it's like, shut the fuck up, man. Just leave me alone. Just leave me live my life. And it's like, no, I'm gonna give you a life lesson. And it's like, okay, you're not wrong, but like, how is it that like you of all people are the person that is saying this to me? That is where I'm at with Riley. All right, moving on from the Riley thing, and I do think it's fun that Sam came in here and then she was immediately so good to everybody. Everybody loved Sam. For a moment, I thought that Sam was going to hit on Willow and that's where the story was going to go. Because she came into a room and she was like... But no, I think she was just being candid. She was just being nice. Because she was like, oh, I'm sorry. Like, I heard from, you know, people that were addicts and I'm really sorry if I said something insensitive. And he was like, you were so strong for doing that. I never met someone so strong, so... Good job on that. Like, I'm very proud of you. And then she walked away and we was like, oh, she was nice, you know? Xander is like, oh, they gave us a good lesson. They were nice. That also really just makes the Riley thing so weird to me that everybody's like, man, Riley's doing so good. That guy is great. And it's like, I don't know if I feel that way. I don't know if I'm there with you. It's weird for him to be the character where that has that going on. But okay, let's talk about the wedding thing between Anya and Xander. I really like too that, man, things are just looking better after this episode. Everybody's doing better after this episode, man. Why is it Riley that has to fix everyone's lives? That doesn't seem right to me at all, but okay. Anya and Xander, they're stressing the fuck out over their wedding, which they have been doing for a long time. For the entire season, really. But in this episode, they finally realized, and I'm honestly, it's something that I probably should have said before, but it's something that I hadn't thought about that much, honestly. Like, I don't think I ever talk about their upcoming wedding really that much. But I like that they come with the realization that our wedding is not our marriage. And that is something that I was thinking about earlier in this episode, as they were stressing over it, is that I was sitting here like, I think that the reason why Anya cares so much about the wedding, I mean, Xander clearly does too, but the reason why Anya does is because Anya is really concerned with performing as a normal couple, performing as a normal human, because Anya is very aware of the fact that she's not. You know? Anya was a demon for I don't know how many fucking years, so she's just not a normal person. A little autism-coded, I'm gonna be real with you. I like her a lot for that. But the fact that she's so, like, set on making the wedding the best it would possibly be. I mean, and to be fair, let me be honest with you. Like, that is normal for most people. For most people that are have an upcoming wedding, like, they're stressing the fuck over it. Like, that's not uncommon. Like, that's not unique to Anya and Xander. But I think the reason why Anya was so concerned with it is because Anya really wants it to be normal. Or, I mean, as normal as it can be with a bunch of demons. But she's concerned with performing it so it's a good wedding. You know, the wedding is a tradition and we have to follow the tradition. It has to be good, goddammit. Xander, I think Xander is concerned about it because he wants it to perform well because he's worried about just fucking up. Honestly. And on some levels, so is Anya, too. And I think that Anya has also expressed the fact that, like, everything has to be perfect because that is what makes the relationship good, and she wants the relationship to work out, so she's like, everything has to be perfect, too. I think Xander is just worried about fucking up, and he's worried about it because he has had a lot of bad experiences firsthand from his entire family. And he's like, well, I don't want anything to be bad, so I'm gonna make sure that it's as good as possible. But the realization that they have is that the wedding doesn't actually fucking matter. It doesn't. Like, you can actually get married without a wedding. The ceremony doesn't really matter that much at all, really. You can make some nice memories if that is what you want, but, like, ultimately, like, that doesn't fucking matter. It really doesn't. The wedding is not the marriage. And I do like that this episode really, really, really wanted to go hard on the idea that, this wedding is just bad. It's really just bad. Like, we have all of these, like, family members from Sandra's side of the family, and they're all fucking horrible. We have a bunch of demons showing up from Anya, and last week a demon just tried to lock us in eternal hell inside of a house. That's not great. So, the house is a riot, and the wedding is gonna be fucking crazy, and it's not gonna be good probably, because I like the center is like, why do I even bring my uncle? Like, I fucking hate him, but he has to be there. Why? Because he's my uncle, and it's like, he doesn't have to. You don't even have to have this fucking ceremony. It doesn't fucking matter, and that is the realization both of them have. It's like, we're in love. Who gives a fuck about anything else, man? Like, that's it. Like this wedding thing doesn't really matter. Our marriage or connection, that's a whole separate thing. Yeah, that is a good lesson to take. I'm happy for them to have arrived at that point, because it's not something I thought about, but that's because I haven't been thinking about the wedding that much. But apparently it's happening next week, so that's real soon. But yeah, like, I'm glad that they finally got there, and they got there like right before it happened, because like, there's no way in hell the wedding's gonna be normal in Buffy the Vampire Slayer. There's no fucking way we're just gonna be chilling in that wedding. So that's one less stressful thing to worry about. All right, so what else do I talk about? The Buffy and Spike thing is definitely the best thing about this episode. I really do think so. But like, I feel like I already said like everything in it. I don't know if there's much else I can say. Willow and Tara seem to be doing better, because after last week, Willow was like, no, I'm not, I can't, and I'm not gonna. And Tara was like, okay, she's doing good. I'm proud of her. And I like that Willow was very chipper today. She was very happy. Because like, she's not looking at it of like, oh, we're gonna get together. She's like, oh, she doesn't hate me. And honestly, like, yeah, like I get it of like, if I call her, she won't hang up on me, just like, oh, we're on friendly terms. Yay. I'm so happy about that, because like, there's nothing more awful and depressing than just like, you care and love so much this one person, and it's just like, we're not on speaking terms. Like, that's fucking miserable. Like, honestly, I can't think of anything worse than that. But she's doing better. Sandra and Anya are going to be doing better, it seems. Buffy and Spike seems to be probably gonna resolve and be a lot better moving forward too. In Dawn, after last week, nobody gave her shit this week. So I feel like the Dawn situation is maybe not resolved, but it's been addressed. And now they're like, okay, let's look out after Dawn. But then at the same time, at the very beginning of this episode, Buffy's like, okay, let's ignore Dawn and let's just go fuck with Spike. Like, that's what happened right at the very beginning. It's like, I'm bringing dinner for Dawn and I have to be early. And it's like, well, what if we go and bang instead? And it's like, well, okay. And then she just threw that shit on the floor and they just bang right next to a tree or something. And then they came back and it's like, sorry, I'm late. I mean, the one saving grace, and I feel like, again, this is like a way that the episode almost just like wants to, for you to not feel as bad about what happened, is that Dawn is like, oh, I don't want to eat that. It's like, I don't want to eat this trash anymore. I don't want to eat from fucking McDonald's again. Like, I fucking hate that shit. It smells awful. And it's like, okay. But yeah, like, you're still dismissing Dawn at the very beginning of this episode. So I don't know how much we have solved that thing, but at the same time, I feel like that's just the show saying like, okay, Buffy and Spike have to have a thing again, because that's going to be kind of the focal point of the episode moving forward, when we resolve this at the end. But yeah, I don't know how we're doing with Dawn, but I feel like Dawn is maybe doing a little bit better. In this episode, she was better towards Riley for, leaving without saying goodbye, which makes sense to Dawn, but I also feel like it almost makes too much sense to Dawn. Like Dawn has one character trait, and it's like, people are always leaving me, and no one ever stays, and I'm alone, and it's like, well, you left without saying anything, so I feel offended by that, and it's like, okay, this time, goodbye, and I'm gonna give you a hug, and it's like, okay, I feel better now, and it's like, does it resolve that easily? I don't even think Dawn really liked Riley that much. Like, I don't even know if that was something that, like, she would feel offended by. I feel like she would feel more offended by the effect that he had on Buffy and then a bunch of shit with Joyce happen. Like, I feel like that would be more the case. But okay. I think that even if, I will say, even if for like, I don't know, 40% of this discussion, it sounded like I was like giving this episode a lot of shit, mostly for Riley. It's just Riley. It's just the Riley stuff that feels weird to me. And I have to say weird because it feels weird. It's not even that it feels like I hate it. It's just like weird because it feels like it doesn't fit. It feels like he's not the character that should be in having the role that he's having in this episode of being the guy who's doing really well. And I'm just like, I don't think that he is. Like, I wouldn't expect him to be. So the fact that he is, I'm like, that's odd. I don't know. I don't know about that, you know? But okay. I think that's it. But like, ultimately, I really liked this episode. I really did. Mostly because like the Spike and Buffy stuff, like the way that resolved is so perfect that I almost don't care about anything else. If I'm being honest with you. But I still do, because I still like what's happening with Sandra and Anya. I think that is a very healthy realization to have. I like what Willow is going through. She's doing a little better, and the Tara situation is being a bit better, and Tara might be good now. You know, Tara could just hang out now a little bit more. That's good. And we didn't give Dawn any shit, so I'm happy about that. So yeah, I think things are looking up for a little bit, for the first time in the entire season. So that's good. I'm happy about that. I like seeing that. So yeah, this was a good episode. I liked it. All right. I think that's going to be it. Sorry, I'm looking down a lot because, you know, I kind of have to order groceries on my phone. So I need to stop recording soon so I can just go and do that. But yeah, that's going to be it for this episode. I'm skimming through the episode. I don't think there's much else that I want to talk about. I mean, maybe Buffy's going to get in trouble in the Double Meat Palace for leaving mid-shift. We haven't addressed that at all. So, you know, that happened in this episode, and we'll see where that goes. Buffy already got in trouble once, but, you know, she's blackmailing manager, so maybe she can stay. But she left mid-shift. Maybe she can just say, you know, like, I had an emergency. Something happened. You know, somebody, you know, got really hurt, and I needed to go and see what was going on with them. I'm sorry about that. She can probably make an excuse, but I don't know how much they are going to tolerate the excuse, is what I'm saying. But, yeah, okay. Yeah, I think that's going to be it for this episode. I don't know what else to say. Thank you so much for tuning in. See you guys next time. Bye. But if you would like to watch the next couple episode reactions, it was full in reaction, and you watch only, you can do so over at the Patreon. Check out the link in the description below, social media, some cool stuff to do. I'll see you guys next time. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.